One of the great things about modern streaming services like Spotify is the fact that lots of very, very interesting data is being gathered. And this is a really great new visualization of some of that data that Spotify have come up with. So this is called the Artist Explorer. You can search for an artist in this box up here, and you can search for a genre. And by default, it's showing you Elvis Presley. When I mouse over, the music is playing, so it gives you a preview. We can mouse over here on another artist, and we get a summary of information on the right hand side here. Incredibly useful for discovering new artists that may be linked to the artist you're into. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me search for Masters at Work, and let's see what happens here. I'm taking a look over here at the right hand side. A lot of these make perfect sense. So we've got connections that are made through the data. We can go on a further journey, start discovering other artists we might be interested in as a means of navigating the vast catalogue of releases that are available on Spotify. This is an amazing way to do so. So we end up with a very rich visual approach to discovering music on Spotify. That's one of the benefits. So let's take also a look at a genre. So if I go for deep house, let's take a look at one of these. Miguel Mix. Now there's lots of different interpretations of deep house these days, but in terms of the list that I'm seeing, this is what I would say is deep house. You get a ranking of the most popular tracks by this artist on the right hand side. Gives you a breakdown of the genres that are associated with, and also you get a bio down here as well. You can increase the amount of artists that get expanded up here as well. I'd say 10 is a manageable amount. Let's go further from Kerry Chandler and see what happens. Here we go, Blaze. Amazing. I mean, this is a fantastic, actually saying that, this is interesting. So that's a different Blaze to the other Blazes in the list. And if you're involved in the music industry in any shape or form, you will understand there are various issues with metadata. And so sometimes you get artist names that are the same. And, it's one of these things that I think will improve over time. Let's have a look at somebody else. Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you want to get into a particular sound and you want to work out the kind of artists that you want to actually start following on Spotify, this is amazing for it. I'm going to do something else. Broken Beat. Now, in terms of what's going on with this, I'm actually quite impressed. Broken Beat's kind of like a bit of a niche genre. Obviously not as popular as it used to be, but the results here are fantastic. I won't say that the tunes that they're actually having running here are examples of Broken Beat, but all of these artists would be associated with that scene. And in fact, Moonstar, that's amazing. I remember Moonstar from back in the day. I'd totally forgotten about him as an artist. It's great to see him in that list. Let's expand Bugs in the Attic. All of these are very logical connections. What a great way to discover new music, seriously. I'd love to see this. It's almost as if it should be in the app, but then again, I know that Spotify's policy now is of taking the kind of applications away from the kind of customer-focused application, the thing that you listen to Spotify streams on, and they're encouraging websites to create their own ways of visualizing the catalog. And so obviously this is one of those approaches. I think it's great. Really, really cool. So that's working with the genres. Works great. And just to finish off, I'm going to take a look and see. There we go. And myself, very happy with these connections, particularly the fact that Masters at Work is at the top there. Amazing. So if you click on me, typically Spend the Night is coming up, but also equally some others of mine here. And it looks to me that these are ranked according to popularity. It doesn't have a bio for me because I don't think I've got a bio up on Spotify. And the other good thing is, of course, you can click on the artist and it will take you to basically their section Whoa, that sounds like some dodgy DJ now. I'm assuming it's trying to play on here. There we go. Yeah, so it takes you to the artist page on Spotify. This is actually loaded up the web version of the application. So, you know, like I said, it's an amazing way. So imagine if you hadn't discovered my music before, you can click on follow. It's going to be the same for any of those artists that you discover through this. And, you know, this is what we need. I know a lot of people are moaning about Spotify and the amount of money generated by the plays, but applications like this are going to start exposing artists to a wider audience. You know, it's all about discovery in my mind. So, you know, this is fantastic. So I encourage you to let everybody know about it. Get everybody discovering new acts, new artists to follow. I'm sure we're going to start to see the whole thing balance out a lot better.